Fire. Okay, that is my key. It is cold. According to my truck, it's 20 degrees. Excuse me while I turn on heat and heated seats and start rolling out of here. I think I do it weirdly because someone with a really bad parking job parked next to me and parked like all fucking cockeyed. So I have no room to talk because I park cockeyed a lot. Oh, it's cold. Probably can't even see it, but yeah, you can. I can see my breath inside my truck. So here's second week, almost completed. Tomorrow's, but I have a double. There you go, you can see it. It did, from what I can tell, it did pick it up. But I have a double tomorrow, so it's not that great of weather tomorrow, and I don't want to risk trying to vlog or anything like that tomorrow. I mean, it's not that it's great now. I mean, we've got ice all over the place. But right now, figured it's a good enough time. Good a time as any. What the fuck? It's like one little car here, and then nothing, and then another little car, and then nothing, and then another, and then none of them go. It's like you can see a person's waiting and needing to go. Screw this. Going. Because screw that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Really, jaywalking? So yeah, tomorrow into like by Tuesday, we're supposed to have up to 5 inches of snow. That's lovely. And then that's supposed to start tomorrow, like while I'm at work. So it's like when I'm driving home. So that's going to be fun. And then it's supposed to be dropping the negatives again for lows without wind chills. See, that's what's getting me. It's like people are like, you know, talking about it's so cold in the Northeast. They're in the wind chills are negative 16. I'm like, our lows were hitting negative 16. Our wind chills are hitting like negative 25. We actually did hit that low. I mean, it was fucking cold. Thankfully, this was all during winter break, so they didn't have to try and make the decision on if they're going to send kids to school or not. But it was bad. Thursday, the kids did have school was canceled because it was ice and wind and followed by snow. By the time they got out of school, it was 90% cleared. Not like the roads were cleared, but like the weather had stopped. But it wasn't even that the wind was frigid. It was the wind was shooting that sleet stuff, and it was like little knives. It would have been like little knives hitting these kids, which would not, that's just awful, terrible, and just all around not a good thing. But my truck is not liking this cold. It's not that it's driving bad. I mean, I'm having issues with a I tend to get that. It's my oil cooler lines, and it's like, it doesn't matter what, like, we've had them replaced several times. Like, oops. I like shut out ice. What the fuck? That was weird. But now it's usually it's like was the ones going in one end, and now it's at the, like at the top. Now it's at the bottom of my oil filter, something, which we just got it replaced, so they're under warranty. But we're not going to go into. We're keeping an eye on it because our mechanic is having some health issues, and we don't want to add. It's like, you know, it's not a dire situation. My oil levels have been fine. My husband checks them regularly. And we keep an eye on my drip spots and things like that. So it's like, we're not worried about it at all. If we start spraying there, or I start losing oil pressure while I'm driving, then we'll worry about it. Like, it stays above between 40 and 60 the whole time I'm on the highway. When I'm doing city, it does between 20 and 40, which is kind of expected because it's a lot of stop and go. But what's going on right now is I was talking to a coworker about houses, and we're like, well, we're kind of willing to make some concessions, and a lot of the biggest concession being, the only concession that we really can make is lot size. Well, she just found me 4 houses that have like almost half an acre or less, but more than a quarter of an acre. That's like decent sized houses, decent looking houses with updated fixtures and stuff like that. So it's like, maybe now, because when I looked myself, I couldn't find anything. I looked for half an acre, and the closest cheapest thing I found was $250,000. She found the most expensive one. Well, the most expensive one that she showed me was $200,000. That might be a little more than what we want to spend, but that gives us a range to look in. She found one for 160. She found one for 170 in the areas we want to stay in. So this is so freaking good. They all have like finished basements. They all have at least 3 bedrooms. They all have at least 2 bathrooms. And the finished basements are huge. They are huge basements. And I could actually utilize them for like a fitness and office area. It can be done to have like video games and stuff set up and all of that. We do all kinds of stuff with it. So it'd be awesome. It's exactly, all of these houses we looked at were exactly what we need. So even if we're not going to go buy a house right this second, because our lease isn't up until June, so we still have like 6 months before we can even consider leaving our apartment. But it's something good for us to know that, to me, that's kind of like, you know, it's almost like his mom, my husband's mom, is going, hey, now's the time. Because they're all in our district. There's a couple of them we were like, we looked at when we were first looking at buying a house, and we're like, ugh, we didn't want to switch because of the elementary school. We don't have to worry about the elementary school now because Ethan's in middle school. So that's, for us, that's like great news. Would you fucking pick a side and stay on it? Fucking idiot. Yeah, it's the first time I've yelled at a car. Because the other one was an idiot walking. like share a bunch of information about that. But having a house for us would be such a big deal because we want the kids to have pets, and I want the kids to be young enough to remember having a pet. I want them to have a pet that they can grow up with. Yeah, Maddie will be 15. Yeah, Ethan will be 13. But they can still grow up with a pet at 15 and 13. A lot of kids at that age, that's when they're getting their second pet. They've already lost a few pets. No, they weren't their pets, but they were my father-in-law's. But they grew up with those. Actually, they've lost 4. 2 cats and 2 dogs. So they understand that kind of loss. They also understand the a new animal being brought into the home. They understand that. So I'm like, I'm excited for that kind of stuff. I'm happy for them. Ready for them, not happy for them. I'm ready for them to experience that. So that's basically what's going on now. Is might be buying a house, or at least starting the process of looking into buying a house.